Hi, I'm Curtis Kelly. Welcome to our speech training program for English students. In today's program, we're going to learn about how to use some special techniques for writing your speech or your presentation. These will make the presentation easier to listen to and easier to understand. When you make a presentation, one of the worst things that can happen is nobody understands what you're saying. That might happen because your pronunciation is bad, but another reason is that you wrote your presentation like a report instead of an oral presentation. If you write your presentation like a report and memorize it and say it, or read it and say it, it's usually too hard for people to listen to. It's hard to listen, so what you say should be very, very simple. Today, we'll practice one technique for making your presentation simple. That is, to repeat certain words or phrases at different places in your speech. Now let's listen to a famous speech by an American president. President Ronald Reagan was talking to Gorbachev of the Soviet Union. He kept using the word wall and gate because he was talking about the Berlin Wall and America and Russia making a connection. Okay, listen to how he says wall and gate.
General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
So even in a high-level speech by a president, making it simple or repeating is very effective. Now let's listen to another speech by another president, President John F. Kennedy, one of the most famous speeches in America, and he talks about don't ask what America can do for you. Okay, listen to how he repeats the main phrase 3 times.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
Even presidents repeat phrases to make a speech simple. Now let's listen to another famous speech by somebody called Art Williams. He's explaining how to be successful, and he repeats the phrase, do it, many, many times.
Hard. I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting what I do. You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it, and do it, and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it, and do it, and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique and how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else and how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Do you see how repeating works? It makes the speech more powerful. It makes it easier to listen to. Now, let's practice repeating some words in a short story. I'm going to tell you a story. Write down the words to the story. I'm also going to say numbers. That's where you should put in one phrase. Okay, ready? Write this down. It was Wednesday. I had a first period class, so I got up at 6. Number 1. I went to class. I got there a little early. Number 2. The teacher talked for a long time. I got sleepy, but I didn't sleep. Number 3. Then we got our homework assignment. I wrote it down in my date book. Number 4. I went to 4 more classes that day. Number 5. After my classes, I didn't meet my friends. I didn't go out anywhere. I didn't even have time to eat dinner. I just went to my room and studied. Number 6. Now, think of one phrase, or one word even, and put that same phrase in all 6 places. Maybe something like, wow, or I'm tired. But make up your own phrase. Okay, I use the phrase, I'm such a good student. Listen to my example of the story. It was Wednesday. I had a first period class, so I got up at 6. I'm such a good student. I went to class. I got there a little early. I'm such a good student. The teacher talked for a long time. I got sleepy, but I didn't sleep. I'm such a good student. Then we got our homework assignment. I wrote it down in my date book. I'm such a good student. I went to 4 more classes that day. I'm such a good student. But after my classes, I didn't meet my friends. I didn't go out anywhere. I didn't even have time to eat dinner. I just went to my room and studied. I'm such a good student. Well, that's the end of today's lesson. But I'd like to give you one final tip, and that is use stories in any presentation. Stories doesn't mean like, Momotaro or some kind of a child story. I mean, tell about things that happened in a story form. Well, I went to see my friend, and I was really surprised because my friend said something. Stories are easy for people to listen to, and they're easy to remember, and they make people remember your speech, your presentation, for a longer time. Okay, bye. Written and produced by Curtis Kelly. Music by Ivan Chu from myrightbrain.wordpress.com. Creative Commons.